Good morning and happy Thursday, everyone. So I'm gonna cut right. I'll just cut right to the chase. My low is I just did not get that good of sleep last night. Like, just a lot of tossing and turning and yeah. I mean, for the moment, I don't feel tired. In fact, I'm actually starting this video a little bit earlier than I normally do. But, man, I don't know. And I'm looking at my window right now. It is pitch black out there. Like, pitch black. Like, I'm almost wondering if it's daylight savings time this week, but I know that's not the case because daylight savings time isn't until November 3rd, I believe. And actually, my phone's a little up. Hold on a second. There we go. So, yeah, I'm just like, I don't know what the problem is. I mean, I'm not stressed. If anything, yesterday I just heard a real big reliever in terms of something important I had to do. But, you know, it's, for the most part, it's all taken care of. So that was a huge load off my mind. I don't know. But I do know that my high is yesterday's episode of The Masked Singer. That was a lot of fun. And I have an NFL pick today. I'm excited to talk about that. Not gonna lie though, I kind of forgot who's playing. And my acts of kindness were bringing the garbage cans. Hold on. Get my notes out from last night if I can find it. Okay. I mean, it is possible that maybe I felt guilty about some of the things I said in yesterday's video, even though from what I've seen, no one's really reacted to it in a negative fashion. I mean, I talk about it more, but I mean, there were actually some things I accidentally left out, but on the other hand, I probably said enough. I don't know. But, I mean, yeah, I just don't know what the problem is right now. I don't know, maybe I mean, I can already tell right now at some point during the day I'm just going to start falling asleep. Hopefully it won't be too stressful of a day, which is great. Barbie night for The Masked Singer. That's crazy. I mean, it's not really crazy, listen, I'm sure I probably talked about this around the time. Actually, you know what? I never did see the Barbie movie, did I? Right, I saw Oppenheimer, which was the far superior film in every single way, shape, or form. So, a little bit of a story regarding the Barbie movie. I'm sure some of you may or may not remember this, but both Barbie and Oppenheimer came out on the same day, and they were easily regarded as two of the biggest films to come out that year. I mean, everyone knew they were going to be big, but nobody knew how big they would be. There were some people who were going to dedicate 6 hours, give or take a few minutes, to spending that long in a movie theater watching Barbie and Oppenheimer, or Oppenheimer and Barbie, back to back. In fact, in my hometown, it was almost possible. Like, for me to have been able to do that, I would have to leave work at 2:30 roughly, get to the theater by 3, and the movie would end just a little bit after 5, and Oppenheimer starts at 5, so there was a little bit of overlap. But then again, if I had done that, I would have completely missed the beginning of Oppenheimer. Because this is something I have shared before. My theater experience watching Oppenheimer was easily the most unique that comes to mind, as there were no trailers before the movie started. None. As soon as the clock struck 5, it was like, Oppenheimer. The movie just started. To be fair, that movie was 3 hours long, so being in there for, probably almost 4 hours because of trailers, probably a good thing. But anyway, now, this isn't about Oppenheimer, this is about Barbie. Look, pretty much every girl that I knew growing up had a Barbie, or played with a Barbie, or brought Barbies to school. Funny enough, there was actually one girl really obsessed with Lisa Frank. Like, she showed up with Lisa Frank stuff, like, all the time for show and tell. So much so that she's just like, you need to stop doing Lisa Frank stuff. Please. It's getting kind of annoying. I didn't see the Barbie movie, but I do know some of the good parts in it. Obviously, Ryan Gosling, who was Ken, who actually got nominated for Best Supporting Actor for playing Ken, had a song called I'm Just Ken. And it's so funny that Ken Jeong performed that song. I'm Just Ken. You know what? From that moment on, I knew it was going to be a good episode. And here's the thing. In regards to the songs everybody picked, it's not that they were, because I'm looking at the list of songs that everybody sang last night. I'm looking at what happened. And off the top of my head, I'm like, what do any of these songs have to do with Barbie? But then it hit me. Because I obviously never played with a Barbie. But the ongoing message for anyone who knows about Barbie is anyone can grow up to be whatever they want to be with a little bit of hard work. And every single song, to some capacity, has to do with Barbie, when you think about it. I mean, the Bluebell did a Dance the Night by Dua Lipa. Barbie has plenty of dolls that are like ballerinas and dancers. That makes sense. Goo did Miss Independent by Neo. Miss Independent. I mean, Barbie, for all intents and purposes, really is the definition of being independent. I mean, yeah, there's Ken, but listen, no, but the Barbie, I know for a fact the Barbie movie made fun of this. Ken really is second banana. It is about Barbie through and through. And in a day and age, it's like I said yesterday, in a day and age where the concepts and practices of feminism are at an all-time high, with men supporting women and women supporting women, like, to not associate independence with Barbie, that's almost a crime. I really think so. Then the chess piece did I'm Every Woman. I mean, again, Barbie is, Barbie quite literally is every woman. Because again, with Barbie, it's the concept that the concept is any little girl, but I think in this day and age, since people have gotten more tolerant and stuff, anyone can grow up to be who they want to be, again, with a little bit of hard work. And then Wasp did Skyscraper by Demi Lovato, which, I guess one thing that a woman can grow up to, a little girl can grow up to be is a very powerful businesswoman who works in a skyscraper, I suppose. mean, I guess that kind of works. But here's the thing about all the performances were nothing short of phenomenal. Like, the funny thing is, and this is just to my ear test, I thought the chess piece actually had the greatest range and one of the better performances of the night, but the chess piece wound up getting eliminated. Which is insane. Like, when the chess piece was singing, again, I'm every woman by Shaka Khan, I'm like, this woman clearly has like a deep voice and trying to sound like one of the Bee Gees. And then chess piece was unmasked and it wound up being Laverne Cox, who is a very famous transgender woman. I mean, listen, The Mask legitimately fooled me. I had no idea who that was. But it was a very great performance. I mean, listen, if I've said this once, I've said this 1,000 times. Like, these videos, this is 1,000% a safe space. You know, if you're a member of the Pride community and you're under any kind of scrutiny or discrimination from others because of who or what you like, you know, this will forever be a safe space. I mean, the world is cruel enough as it is. Heaven forbid there's at least somewhere anyone can be who they are without any kind of shame or scrutiny. So, for all intents and purposes, you know, again, Laverne Cox did phenomenal. I was actually shocked that she got eliminated. Like, legitimately shocked. I mean, all the performances kept getting better and better and better with Bluebell going first. I kind of thought Bluebell was going home. After last night, though, man, this is tough. Here's the thing. After last week, I recall believing that Bluebell was the clear frontrunner in Group B. And then I heard Wasp sing last night. Wasp was definitely the better performer. But I think Bluebell is working a strategy here. And it's a strategy that I've talked about doing these videos before. Where you need to pick songs that are definitely to your strength. But not so much so that you're at your very best right out of the gate. Like, for lack of a better word, you need a crescendo. You need to get better and better and better. Like, I can tell you right now, one of the best songs I know for a fact I can sing better than anybody else is Telephone Line by Electric Light Orchestra. If I were to do that song on The Masked Singer earlier in the show, for sure I'm safe for a week. No question. However, if I can't match it or find a song that I know for a fact can top it, then I'm going to get eliminated. So the smart thing to do would be to save that song for later in the competition, or if I were to make it to the finale, save it for the end. And I think that's what Bluebell is doing here. Because I get the feeling like Bluebell is definitely the person I kind of hope wins, at least Group B. However, if Wasp has another year, gosh, I don't know. This is tough. But what isn't tough is saying that last night's episode of The Masked Singer was nothing short of great. It was. To any girl out there who's ever owned a Barbie or is currently playing with a Barbie, you know, keep doing what you're doing. You know, again, if there's one thing I've learned about Barbie my entire life, and again, I'm a boy or a guy. You know, I never played with a Barbie. I mean, again, just like any other typical boy, you wouldn't be into, girl stuff. That's just not how it works. But I can tell you that I can tell for a fact, any woman who's ever been confident at some point has probably held a Barbie. Because Barbie is not just a toy that screams you can be whoever you want to be, but there also exudes a confidence from that. And that's awesome. Okay, I was looking at the NFL game for tonight, right? And for a second I thought it said Vikings and Lions. They just played each other. Are you crazy? No, but it's the Vikings and the Rams. You know what? I think, let me see. The Vikings are definitely away at the Rams. And I guess the Rams really aren't doing so hot this year. So, let's see. You know what? I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings. Honestly, I think the Minnesota Vikings are mad that they're not undefeated anymore thanks to the Lions. And they're going to take it on the next team they see, who just so happens to be the Rams. I mean, listen, if Aaron Donald wasn't retired, I would definitely give the Rams a chance. But he's gone now. So, yep, I'm picking the Vikings over the Rams. I hope y'all like this video. If you'd like to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm going to home this video for all you guys watching. Joe Fernando. We have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. I say happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to us, we get a lot of back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.